Oh, so close to me, you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Boulevard. Oh, so close to me, you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Boulevard.
live this shit, Nick fucking Gage. You know how I start this off. Shout out to all my MDK gang members around the world. And I want to let everybody know, Blvd Bullies versus the World is a podcast. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. live on YouTube with my motherfucking boy, Larry the Legend. And what the Blvd Bullies are doing, they're trying to ignite a revolution. Within the fans to unite and make the crowds electric again. So check out the Blvd Bullies vs. the World. 7 p.m. live Tuesdays with Larry the fucking Legend. MDK all fucking day.
Oh, so Christ, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the longest-running episodic program on the Blvd Bullies YouTube channel. Welcome to Blvd Bullies versus the World. Thank you all for joining us. I am your exalted and honored host, PK, with the Blvd, and I am joined by, I'm going to start it off a little differently. I'm joined by CCW Hall of Famer, former boat owner, Showcase Showdown winner, and my wrestling father, Larry the Legend.
Duh!
And without further ado, I am joined by the now wed, the now married, Bad Take Bry Ginsburg July.
July Ginsburg.
July Ginsburg.
Thank
you, Brian, because you know I'm going to correct his ass. July Ginsburg, motherfucker.
July Ginsburg.
We're classy in this bitch.
And for those of you watching at home who think that 40 ounce of Coors Light in that wedding glass.
Flute. The wedding flute.
If you think that's just a gimmick, no. There were 40s on ice at the wedding. Oh, yeah. Or the wedding reception, I should say. What a time. I mean, it took the wrestling world by storm. Sure, we're going to talk about some RPW. We're going to talk about some deathmatch drama. We're going to talk about all the normal things that we normally talk about. But really, the only thing in this fucking universe that matters is the amazing party, the amazing celebration, the amazing introduction done by Larry Legend for the grand couple, and Larry then becoming possessed by Albanian music later on in the evening, which was great. It was a great time was had by all. So this episode, we're gonna deep dive the only thing that you guys want to hear about, and that's the fucking wedding of the century. How do you feel, Brian? Do you feel different?
No. I feel good. It was one of the best days of my existence. And you only get married once, they say sometimes, but things happen. Statistically,
you have just as much a chance to have that same party again in 10 years.
Well, I told Amanda that if we make it 10 years, for our 10-year anniversary, we can renew our vows and have another party. So hopefully, good luck.
Here's to that. Cheers to that.
Yeah.
Larry, did you have a banging good time?
I sure did. Hey, Brian, I want to let you know something for you and your lovely new bride. My intro was 100% an homage to Howard Finkel, who I understand was also an ordained minister and used to do a real bang-up wedding intro and ceremony. But if you don't remember, you probably don't, you were like about to make your entrance, but I said, it now gives me a great deal of esteem. And that is specifically something that I used to hear the Fink say when he would introduce someone for like an interview or like a promo. He would say, and now, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me a great deal of esteem to introduce to you for the very first time, and so on and so forth. So I just want to let you know that in my role as an MC, announcer, host, I paid respect to the greatest of all time. and just gave a little bit of the think to you and Amanda on your day. I want to let you know that.
I love that. And I just love how you like they started the music and you told them to cut the music.
Oh yeah,
made them cut the music.
Yeah, well that got the MC, the actual master of ceremonies, was great. Mike, I think his name was, or David, I can't remember.
It was Mike. Mike.
Mike.
Yeah, he was great. He was great, but I really don't think he like knew who I was or what we were going for, so I'm a pro, Brian. That's why you asked me to do it. That's why I arrived at 7:45 to do it. Okay, because I'm a pro. And yeah,
this guy is a fucking pro.
I had to cut that music so we could have that moment, brother. And I'm here for you. I'm here to work for you.
Legendary shit. Legendary
for those
shit.
of you listening at home, first of all, just to clear up any kind of confusion, a wedding flute is not a musical instrument. It's a glass.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Which I learned today.
We all had them on the table. It was a very fancy wedding, bro.
It was a very
fancy
wedding reception. I was like I basically did what I always do, and I was just a whirling dervish. I wasn't in my seat for one moment. I was chatting. I was smoking. I was hitting the open bar, abusing the open bar heavily. So, I missed.
You were working the room.
I didn't eat one thing during the cocktail hour.
I loaded up.
It all looked so good, but I just kept talking to people and I was sipping bevs and smoking joints. But
that's the one thing about a pothead wedding is that like as soon as I was present for the cocktail hour, and then as soon as Larry, it was almost like we were at a wrestling show. As soon as Larry was done with his first order of business, we went outside and smoked. So the one major regret I have is that I missed the speech.
Yes, and I saw that happen.
Oh, you missed James' speech.
I missed
good
James'
speech.
I was like, we're missing everything, y'all.
Yeah.
I was like, we're missing everything. I'm sorry, Brian.
You serenaded me. It was lovely.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so
I'm sorry. I didn't even realize you guys weren't there.
So we kind of that's why we weren't.
You know what you do? I'm about to have it. You know what you do? And I just done some shit. I just got there. I just done some shit. And I was like, wine, help me. Oh, Christina Diamond and Pat, come with me. I whisked them away and we all went out to fucking kill ourselves.
Yeah, we all went out to kill ourselves inch by inch and miss some of life's greatest treasures and memories, as we often do. But Larry, you did snap out of it. You were like, yo, we're missing everything. And then after that, I kind of like settled back in. But then there was dancing. And then after the dancing, there was more smoking. So I missed the pasta course.
Oh, it's good pasta. That pasta,
I did not miss that.
I ate the pasta. I ate the main courses.
Well, and also, Brian, I had pasta in your VIP green room earlier.
Where the 40s were, where the 40s on ice were.
The 40s on ice.
And did you try the meat? There was like a fucking pot roast there.
Yeah, there was like a.
Come here. Stop messing with that shit.
There was a deep pot roast in.
Yeah, it was fucking delicious, bro. I felt like a goddamn king, bro. I was there. It It was legendary shit.
The suspenders on. You inspired me to maybe do a show. No jacket, suspenders.
It's very comfortable.
It's also very racist.
Did I look like a Peaky Blinder?
Well, I don't know. Wasn't it like the white suspenders hanging down was like indicative of like
the white beaters.
The skinheads bowling.
Oh, skinheads.
Yeah. It was like the white
skinheads had the suspenders. Yeah, with the black boots.
Yes.
Was that like that's like some kind of like signal?
All of that Danny Havoc shit. R.I.P. Danny Havoc. You know?
Huh. Interesting. I didn't know that. I'm so ignorant to so many things.
You know more than you don't.
I also want to just tell everybody that once Larry did the classic Ginsburg and did the classic Larry tail at the end. And then Stone Cold Steve music, the glass broke, and Stone Cold Steve Austin's music hit, and Brian and Amanda appeared from the pyro and the smoke machines as Mr. and Mrs. July Ginsburg to Stone Cold's music, and to the point where Amanda gave you a faux stunner. I'm so glad that she didn't give you a faux.
Unplanned. Well, that was unplanned. I didn't even know that was coming. I didn't know that was
so
coming.
cute and so
Did
fun.
you wait? So when we were in Gorilla, the makeshift Gorilla of your wedding,
Mm-hmm.
and you told me that you're coming out to Stone Cold's music, I said to you, "Are you gonna give her a stunner?" And again, so much to my dismay, you were like, "No."
Right. I said no.
What?
I thought she would be appalled. And then she did it to me. I was like,
did you give her the
no.
audible? Did
No,
you
I
give her the audible that Larry,
was-
the producer?
She
There
stole
was
your
no-
idea, Larry.
no,
She
unspoken,
registered it. She was
unspoken.
Hold on,
listening.
wait.
It was unspoken, unplanned, and just completely off the cuff. She stunned me, and I was so
called it
happy.
in the ring,
It made me
brother.
come. It made me come.
And
You know
for
what?
those of you who had money on what the earliest that Brian would possibly cum his pants would be at the wedding, it was within the first 10 minutes. So cash out.
Wow, I
Cash your
was
chips
telling
out.
everyone. I was telling everyone at table 666, the fucking stunner was my idea. 'Cause Brian, I said to you,
I
said
know.
to you, when you told me you guys were coming out to Stone Cold's music, I was like, "Oh, you're gonna stutter?" Of course, being a fucking misogynist, I'm like, the guy's gotta stun the girl. But y'all flipped that shit on me and were like, "Pride Month, bitches!" And fucking, I'm having to stun you, and I loved it even more. And it made sense. Just look at the garb she's in. She's in a gown. She's in a fucking gown. You're not
Fabulous
stunning
fucking
her.
gown.
She got that leg up,
Yeah,
though, for the kick.
She stunned you. I loved it.
She got
I
that
loved
leg
it.
up for the solar plexus kick, though.
I don't know how the fuck she walked in that thing, dude.
Yeah, it was a
Dude,
little.
she looked. I gagged.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
makeup.
I cried,
Oh, and
dude.
her
First
mom.
look, first look,
Oh, and her
bro.
mom.
Cried.
Her mom is her mom.
Cheers.
Like as soon as her mom greeted table 6 and walked away, I was like, "That's definitely Amanda's mom." And everyone at the table was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, right." Like,
And she has like a whole
She's
line of
glam.
like cousins and sisters who are all just one is more phenomenal than the next. The bloodline is strong. That's the real bloodline. Right.
yeah,
there.
you better have a kid.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that on live TV, but Brian, Pat, you're right. Like when me and my date, the very Christina Diamond,
also,
were like,
also a 10 out of 10.
yeah,
Goddess
she came.
among us.
She came. I know who to bring. I
She
know
was
who
a
to bring.
lovely lady.
Yes, but we both were driving, stuck in traffic, and I was like, "Yo, what a bunch of like long, beautiful beings! What a bunch of like tall, like three beautiful beings we
Yeah.
were surrounded by." She was like, "Yeah." Of course, we're both fucking feeling it, and she's like, "Yeah, I know," and I'm like, "Yeah." They were just like beautiful trees around us. Like, fucking awesome.
Just a family
awesome.
of beautiful trees. Thank you, everybody watching.
Yes.
Sean is
Yes, thank you, everybody watching.
Sean is very sick. He had a health emergency, so it's
Sean,
not
yes.
serious. It's not
the
serious.
dog. The dog. I was like, who? What?
So that this episode is going to be definitely about the wedding, full wedding review. We're
Mhm.
going to do the giveaways. We're going to do all the shit.
All the shit.
But I'm having a great time talking about it because we didn't really, the three of us have a
Pat,
a
you look so
debrief.
good.
What?
Pat, you look so good.
Oh, thank you.
look so. Sean looks so. Everyone looks so
Sean
good.
looked great, too.
Everyone looks so good.
Yeah, you looked great. Sean looked great. Rob Black looking great. Kat Martini looking great.
Oh my God, Cat. Woo.
She had the Jessica Rabbit dress on.
Bro, but what I loved is that all the Albanian women that were long and slender and beautiful and glamorous bought theirs. And Kat was like, "Honey, I'm bringing mine too." And so did Christina Diamond. All the women knew the assignment.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh, a wedding reception, honey, honey, honey." And they but none looked as glamorous as Brian's fucking wife.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
It was beautiful.
It was awesome.
Thank you for the compliment, Larry. I obviously owe my a lot of my at least confidence to not wear a hat outdoors to the lovely Angela, who wound up doing my hair in Brian's apartment.
She did everybody. She did everybody's hair. She did everybody's hair.
She did the entire bridal party.
She did my bride's hair too.
She's phenomenal, very talented hairdresser.
And mine. She did my hair.
Did Brian's hair, did my hair.
You were the sexiest I've ever seen you. And you're a good-looking guy, but I was like, at one point, I was like, yeah.
I was glowing.
I was like, yeah.
You were like, yo, Brian could catch it. How?
I made to bag that before someone else snapped that motherfucking tasty cake up, that little snack up. Amanda fucking was like, oh no, bitch, you're mine. Yeah, I was, there have been weddings that I've been at that I've presided over, and I'm always so happy to be like, yeah, this motherfucker saw her, and this bitch saw him, and he was like, oh, nobody's getting this motherfucker no more. It's mine. It's mine. I love that.
So it was very strange because, Brian, I've yet to attend I've yet to be with you in your new apartment. So the first time I was at your new apartment.
Well, that's not true. Well, right. You came here with me after the wedding.
Afterwards, yes, which I don't remember. Yeah.
But fair.
But
you were fucked. I was fucked. I stopped because of you.
Dude, we went to the wedding. I didn't get home until 6 a.m.
I at one point switched to water. At one point, I had a little water intermission because I was feeling a type of way. Yeah, but anyway, the lovely Angela did my hair and was also my unofficial date, guiding me. Another 10 out of 10 goddess walking among us, who made sure that I wasn't absent for pictures. She was like encouraging me. Oh, you're missing the picture. Come to the picture. Like what a solid date. What a solid wingman. Be like, yo, you're missing the picture.
I don't think I met her, but I definitely noted the tattoo woman. The tattoo.
Well, there was two. There was Nikki Simpson. Nikki Simpson.
There was one.
Nikki Simpson.
One tattoo woman. Come on.
That's
well, Nikki Simpson might have been that woman because she was an Ink Master.
She's got a blue check mark. Whoever she is, she's got a blue check mark.
100%.
Yeah. So, I was like, okay.
I will also say
so
that
standoffish. I was so shy and so overwhelmed. I went in to go talk to everybody, but I was like, it's safe with Kat and Pat and Sean and Rob and him. At table 6, it's safe over here. I went in to fucking mingle, but it was just too much all at once.
Yeah, it was a lot. Brian and Amanda,
it was your day, Brian. It was your day.
Their first song filled me with so many emotions of hilariousness, joy, and also, emotion, real, just raw emotion. So I was like laughing when the first chords of Don't Want to Close My Eyes by Aerosmith, Don't Want to Miss a Thing, whatever, by Aerosmith.
Right.
When the first chords hit, I could not stop laughing to myself, just like the song choice was so amazing and so perfect. And then I laughed myself into tearing up a little, getting a little misty.
That's the gimmick, bro. That's the gimmick. You laugh, and then you're like thinking about it, and you're like, wait a minute. These words are perfect for fucking life. My life is yours. It was awesome, Brian. It was, bro, everything. It was awesome.
And then basically, awesome. Then it was like, okay, everybody join the couple. And I said to myself, you know what? I don't have anybody to dance with, but I am not going to stand by while Aerosmith belts out this tune of love for Brian and Amanda. And you know what, dude? Before I could even get on the dance floor, I was just going to go solo, just sing along like I was at a concert. And before I could even get there, Angela cut me off. And was like, come, we're dancing. I was like, yo.
A true date, dude.
Yeah, like
that's what a date does.
I noticed that. I noticed that because, of course,
she was
because I was with Diamond. Well, that's what these things are all about, is like love. Even though we were in a big old T, the other letter over that T was L, not for Larry Legend, but for love. And we were just sharing it. And that is so powerful.
Well, you think about it, and we're going to get into the geometric, satanic things that transpired later on in the evening. But so after Aerosmith played, all the men joined hands and started a counter circle of running. And then there was a counterclockwise and a clockwise. Right. And there were his hand holding. And it was definitely, and then you think about it, Larry, we were in like the center of the T. So you got the T, then you got the circles, and then all of a sudden, who emerges in their chairs out of the mosh pit but Brian and Amanda? And I am fucking pissed because I swore, probably on this show, that I was not going to get stuck squatting and bench pressing your chair up and down. And
you were right out there.
And Sean was like, come on, let's go. Sean was like, come on, let's go. And I was like, no way. I'm not fucking doing that. You know? I don't want to rip my pants.
It's not surprising the guy that stole my dead uncle's bongos and beat me from behind duped you into fucking doing the shit that you didn't want to do.
That's what he did. He duped me. So now I'm like this. And I'm like, yo, this seems a little heavy. This seems like heavier than I imagined. There are only like 3 guys on it. I look back. Sean's just laughing at me. He's laughing at me.
I was right next to him.
It went so long.
I was right next to him.
It's like, as like the beat's going to change, I was like, oh, God, thank God they're going to say put him down. And then it's like, no, spin him around. Spin him around now. I was like, Jesus Christ, this is never going to end. I was exhausted.
I was sweating in that chair, dude. I thought I was going to die.
After I had to go outside and miss portions of the wedding to have a cigarette. After being so fucking exhausted by this Jewish,
tradition.
ritual.
Yeah,
it was fucking fun.
There were several rituals that involved circles like happening simultaneously, but in opposite directions. Yeah. And I don't know it all.
Some kind
but
of time
I know
traveling.
about energy. I know about energy, and I know about the energy of male and female. And I feel like that us, again, I'm not trying to like shit on trans or anything like that. Us like sort of like creating that vortex of like it's like the birth canal. I feel like it's like our nut when it goes up in the fallopian tubes and fucking that one strong semen like finds the egg and it's like, bitch, you're mine. And then from that comes another Amanda Brian Ginsburg July Ginsburg, whether it be a little girl or a boy. So I feel like that we were like,
we're gonna have domestic animals, not human children.
Well, that's a waste of good tree genes, Albanian dump truck genes.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Pat. I think we were willing, no matter what you say about it right now. Every last one of us had a pussy and then had.
Why did Larry give this speech?
Testicles.
I like it.
We were sending out our pheromones in opposite directions of like, come
yin
together.
And the yang, yin and the yang.
Yeah. I don't care if y'all do it or not, but we had to do that ritual for you to bless this wedding, to bless this nuptial. Regardless of what happens, we had to bless the fact. That's almost like us giving you away. It was so powerful, and I'm so glad I got to be a participant.
It was a highly cultured wedding. We had the fucking Jewish music. We had the Albanian music. We had fucking System of a Down. We had Nickelback. We had every eclectic selection.
Yo, what was that real like 50s song that you and your
the Hucklebuck, dude?
What was
okay,
that,
first of all, me and my mother's first dance was Ripple from the Grateful Dead, and then we went into the Hucklebuck, which if you watch the Honeymooners, it's probably like race. It's like a racist show. Probably you probably don't watch the Honeymooners. It's like a 50s white couple.
I never watched them like the Golden Girls.
It's good shit. Ralph Cramden, the Hucklebuck. We did the Hucklebuck.
Dude, my date, Christina Diamond, only danced for one real thing, and it was the Hucklebuck. And I felt like I was John Travolta, and I felt like she was Uma Thurman while we were fucking shaking our fucking hips and fucking looking. I was looking over there. Pat was shaking his hips. You and your mom were in the set, bro. That was like my highlight. Is that point?
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fucking hate dancing, though. I'll tell you that.
You do.
Me too. Dude, Albanian music, though. I saw you get so hype
Yeah.
during some of those Albanian
those songs
breakdowns.
hit hard. Those songs
do.
fucking rip, dude.
Yeah, and it's like it just.
I was like, what? I was like,
right.
Dude.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude.
Like,
Yeah,
what is
they don't
this?
You would
around,
think
dude.
that fucking, you would think that horn was done, and that bitch would take you for a whole other ride. You'd be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
is
It's awesome.
this?
It's awesome.
It would not stop. It would not stop. You would be like, God, yeah, bro. I dug it so much.
Yeah.
I dug it so much. Bro.
I spent a lot of my time at the dance floor, like wandering. When Angela wasn't there as my creeping. Wow, that's not nice.
I felt no creepy at my whole wedding.
Yeah.
The whole time there was no creepy vibes.
You were people watching, or were you not?
There was lovely vibes.
I
Larry.
mean,
Were you people watching?
Was
Were you people watching?
No, I don't think so. I was definitely people looking, but I don't think
That's
I had
the
the
same
mental
thing.
capacity to
Another way of
watch
saying it.
or think. I was just letting the music take hold of me. But like I definitely saw one video where I was just wandering. I was just bouncing and wandering. I was like trying to dance.
The whole entire thing is filmed by professional filmographers, so there's going to be like a 7-minute video, and we should show it.
What's going to come out first? What's going to come out first? The Blvd Bullies at XPW.
Yeah, the turnaround. For
you
the
remember
wedding
that?
video.
I paid these fucking wedding people money.
Like,
So.
yo,
greetings from Hard.
Shit, I said, what happened?
Brian, you're getting an outpouring of love here in the chat. Bren says you're quite the twink. Congratulations, Captain Dave.
Bro.
Says congratulations.
I can see
Alicia
why
B
Amanda
says
wants
congratulations to you and Amanda. Hardcore Hillbilly has popped in. Icarus, of course. Graham Ryan, all the heads hopping in. John Richter, everybody congratulating you. Hardcore Hillbilly wants to say dancing's lame. Did Rob Black dance?
No,
I don't believe
he didn't even lift me in my Jewish chair.
He did.
But I forgave him because of how over he put the whole wedding. He talked about it on his podcast and just said how lovely and on par with it would be something that he would have done. He compared it to something that he would have done and just loved the whole experience. So Rob Black is family.
Rob Black also communicated on his podcast that he was very uncomfortable. Like he felt like that we were all a lot younger than him and he was the old guy in the room.
Well, he said that it was like a mix between, it was like 60-year-olds and older, and then like 30-year-olds.
He felt like he was more on the side of the 60-year-olds, you know. And that's, I'm not here to fucking argue that, you know, but like Rob came out, and Rob lives in Rochester, so Brian, that is a huge fucking like DJ coming on our show. Rob coming on our show, Rob appearing at your wedding. Like, bro.
It's family, bro.
We are fucking major. We are not fucking we're not trying to do no shit.
I told Rob when at my wedding, my father's died. Now he's my new father. He's my new father.
He loves you, bro. He'll come from Rochester with his wife, looking at like a bad bitch.
Brought
fucking celebrate
bag
you.
Of weed. He brought a bag of weed.
Yeah, look, bro. Fucking all the mother.
He also gave me a pre-roll. Yeah.
And me, you know what? I'm pulling out my Rob Black pre-roll right now. But what I'm trying to say,
the dankest stuff for the most extreme stoners to pop.
What I'm trying to say is that I didn't even know Rob was going to be there, and when I arrived, and I saw Kat, and I saw Rob, I was like, "Oh, bro, this is a celebrity affair." Do you understand what I'm saying? I was like, yo, this is a celebrity shit. I'm going to do my little celebrity shit. You got Rob Black in the cut. Blvd Bullies. Bro, you did it.
The verified Ink Master woman.
All friends and family. All friends and family. No bullshit.
Sean pointed out that there was like a queer table. I didn't even because I'm
the queer table. I mean, they're all my wife's coworkers.
I love it.
They work with her at the Paramount.
Was into the queer life because she said you and her maybe
she's a bisexual. She's a bisexual lady. She's part of the queer community, Larry. She's a part of the queer
knew
community.
She was in the queer life, but Sean, the deathmatch doctor, is the one who was like, "Oh, Larry, did you notice there's a whole fucking queer table over there?" And I'm like, "Oh, you know what? We're getting something from the bar, and the guy with the bolo tie was like so fab." And I'm like,
What was that guy's name,
"Oh,
Brian?
okay." You know, like.
Fuck,
So
you're
I
putting me
love
on the
that.
spot. I should know his name. I'm not
You know,
sure. I don't
the
remember
bolo
his name.
tie, fellow.
He's a bartender.
James.
He's a bartender. I can't.
Jim.
No, it's not James. It's not Jim.
Fred.
Red's
He
a
was
color.
quite
said-
cunty. I loved it.
Yeah,
And
he was
there
cool.
was
Me and him bonded.
yeah. I'm
We bonded
bringing
over
out my
these very
Rob Black.
glasses,
I'm bringing out
actually.
my Rob Black.
We bonded over these very glasses. Yeah, so it was a fucking good time. It was a blast. I hope that you instructed your editors to make sure that all of the footage of me is removed. And
Oh, come
hits
on.
the cutting room floor.
Bro, there's gonna be such legendary
Come
pictures, dude.
on. So now you're knowing. You know you were working that perimeter of the fucking bit.
No,
Of the-
you're making
of the
me feel.
fucking-
You're making me feel. You go because just now you're like you were fucked up, and I'm like, oh damn, I felt completely in control.
I was fucked up.
I felt in control of my
Bro,
faculties.
Come on,
We were lit. We were all lit,
bro,
dude.
every motherfucker. I had 3 glasses of blood, and that's it. Because I knew I was going to be doing
We were
what
calling wine blood. He was calling the wine blood.
the Merlot. The Merlot is
Merlot.
Yo, it was so funny
that.
too.
My date was an alabaster, fucking Staten Island Italian broad, and all I drank was blood.
Larry, the one you and Christina Diamond should have a reality show. You bicker
Bro,
and
she's
argue
such
like a.
my fucking wife /
Yeah.
mom. She
She don't let you slide either. She don't let you slide.
Bro, it's like ever since Pazuzu, which is when I met her, she's always been like to kind of like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, don't hit me, but I love it. Like,
So Larry was possessed
fucking
by.
don't, you know, like it's so weird, our dynamic, but you're right.
No, it was
And
hilarious.
she always shuts me up. She can always shut me up, and she can always make me like kind of like.
She had like
That's my girl. I'm so glad she was able to come. Thank you for allowing my date to come.
She had like very very fancy, very sexy shoes on, and you were like,
I helped her pick them out.
Right.
It took forever.
right, and
Ryan
so that's
Finn
exactly
fucking
what
went to
Larry
that
said
shit,
outside,
bro.
and then he like walked away, and she immediately turns to me. She goes, "He didn't fucking help me do shit."
She wore
She's like, you know,
3
Larry.
pairs of shoes in front of me. By the time we got to the 3rd pair, I'm like, they're fine. Come on. You know, like I'm like, they're fine.
Yeah, it wasn't about his shoes, so he could give 2 shits, and he's like, all right, let's go. I have the
I mean,
patience
my
to.
shoes are like, we don't have to wear like Jody Lauer shit that highlights your calf.
I mean, I don't know. She
Pants.
looks like a woman who has an extensive collection of exquisite.
She tried out
footwear.
3 pairs of shoes in front of me, and I think she bought 2 of them and decided right before we got out of the car which ones they were gonna be.
What a woman.
I love her.
Yeah, I love her too.
I love her.
Actually, honestly.
Yeah, she's
To be
awesome.
completely honest. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Did we miss anything else? There was cake. You guys vaulted cake into each other's mouths. There was more dancing.
We
My
did it to Gojira. That's that. Everything was so dope, dude.
my
Like
ears
all the
were
songs.
ringing. On all day Sunday, my ears were fucking ringing.
DJ was loud.
It was the loudest music I've ever heard played in my life.
Mike was a little too loud. It didn't actually need to be that loud for that.
Yeah, Brian, what
small of a
gives? How come
space.
your fucking DJ was so loud?
Yeah, well, I don't fucking know.
No, he was
1 out of
excited.
10. 1 out of 10 wedding.
He was
1 out of
excited.
10. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so it was great. It was a great time. Schlack unfortunately could not attend Icarus, but we did send Schlack the link to the show because I would love to ask him personally why he let J.J. Allen sidewalk slam him directly through a fucking car windshield this weekend.
He did not sidewalk slam Schlack through anything.
What are you
It was
talking
there. At the event, it was J.J. Allen versus El Schlacko, which has
That is
nothing to
a
do with
big
Schlack.
difference. That's a big difference than Schlack, dude.
All right, well, I would like to see if we could get either El Schlacko to tell us or have
Bro.
Schlack maybe, just assume.
Bro, you
what-
know who my motherfucker alter ego of all times is? Is that the fucking masked nigga that Tremont is. You know Tremont has a
Jesus
mask?
Christ. The
Dude.
Killdozer.
Dude!
It's the worst shit ever.
The
Jesus
Killdozer?
Christ. We've spoken about this countless times
No,
on
I
this
think
podcast.
he has a masked
No. No. I'm talking about some backyard shit. It is not the Killdozer. This is some backyard shit that Tremont does. It might be called El Bulldozero or El Tremonto or something, bro. But it's so funny, bro. Like,
Stolen
you
from
gotta watch
Schlack?
Tremont's
Stolen
backyard
from
as
Schlack?
this masked guy that he plays. Tremont
this
plays
old?
a masked
This is-
guy in the backyard.
You're saying this is old as fuck.
It was
Yeah,
a pandemic
was this
era.
skin- is this
2013
skinny?
No, dude.
skinny
I mean,
Pat-
old
skinny
like
Tremont? Is this
2013,
skinny Tremont?
2012. Yeah, it's old. It's old. He
Show's
hasn't
worse
done
than
it in
ever.
a while, but he knows if he watches like everybody else, like Lauderdale and Janela and DeMonto,
I don't think any of those guys watch.
all of the jackets. And he watches like all of the jackets wear. Then he knows what I'm talking about, bro. He's awesome in the backyard, bro. Like El Schlacko.
Hillbilly confirms that I made a mistake. El Schlacko was there. Schlack was not, but Schlack might have spoken to him. So
Hillbilly, were you there?
What'd you say?
Hillbilly was there. I've seen photos. of
Hillbilly
him.
was there. I mean, the whole thing hasn't been aired yet. I think it's going to be on
It never will be
IWTV.
aired, right? It's
No,
like
it's
you
gonna
gotta
be on-
there to be there, like Circle
It's
6, right?
It was RPW. It was an RPW
oh,
thing.
RP Dub.
It was RPW
My
versus
homies
POR.
at RP Dub.
Right, the homies.
My homies.
The homies.
My homies.
And it was the whole thing. It was Team POR versus Team RPW. So that's what it was.
Well, we can get back to that in a minute. I just really wanted to quickly, because Larry, you mentioned people watching the show. Did you see that our clip was used
is
on
really
440's?
This is really good.
Did you hear?
This
Do you
is
remember?
really good.
That's a deep dive. That was a deep dive clip too. That wasn't just like a last week's episode. That was like a few episodes when we were talking about that with Schlack
Yeah, I think
that they used.
I think. Fuck, I forget. I think it was in the winter. Honestly, I think it was. It was like a few
It was an
months
older
ago.
clip. Yeah, it was an older clip. for
Yeah,
sure.
I've been here for a while. I've been here before February, before March.
And Schlack was speaking about. I love that story that he tells about Ricky Shane Page. How Ricky said, listen, if you're
Where
going to
did
be
look at that?
if you're going to be selling my autograph for $20 to $30, then let's do $1 a cig. That's more than
Dude!
fair. And
Dude,
they couldn't reach an
and
agreement.
Ricky was the first, bro. Murdoch, Satu, myself. I'll even throw myself under the bus. All of us. Packing Princess, the one who would always touch my bag. She would always just come up and be like, "Hey, leave me alone. Yeah, make out." And then Rick be like, "Okay, Packing Princess, I guess." And Ricky was the first one who was like, "We didn't discuss this." And like Packing Princess was like, "Oh, well, like everybody else is doing it." And Ricky was like, "Oh, well, I'm not everybody else."
Well, anyway, that's the story.
I love that.
That's the story that
Ricky was like, "I'm not everybody else." And then like, I remember Packing Princess communicating to Danny, and I remember Danny going over to Ricky and being like, "I deal with that now after. Can you just do it?" And Ricky's like, "Sure. How about $1 every signature?" And Danny's like, "If I do that, I can do it for everybody." And Ricky's like, "Well, not everybody." And that's what it's all about, bro. That's what it's all about. Ricky is in the same breath as Ruckus, the first one who introduced me to fucking CZW and everything. And that is, know your worth. Don't let these motherfuckers take you for a ride and sell your autograph for however much to whoever would be on that shit. Unless you're getting $1, bro. $1's not a lot.
yeah, 50
It's
items.
a lot.
Well,
Is
anyway,
$1 a lot?
Dick
Give
Page.
$1 to a bum. You have $1 to a bum on Union Square.
Sometimes
Is
I give
$1
$2.
that
Sometimes I
much?
give $2 or $3 to the bums, Larry.
Indeed.
They need their
Good.
alcohol and
Brian,
crack.
after the wedding, after meeting all of Amanda's family, Brian started giving the
good.
bums $3 because he considered himself very fortunate to be a member of the bloodline.
Lucked out here.
Well, anyway, that story that Schlack told on this show was used on 440's Instagram. I don't know why. Was there
Because
some kind of like discussion
think-
about people
I'll
getting
tell
paid?
you why. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why.
Oh, tell me why.
Because there was only one other motherfucker in that locker room that also dug their heels into the sand and was like, "No, Dan," and that was Atticus, who is Ricky's pretty much young boy.
Well, and Schlack
So
mentioned that
Addie
on the.
as well at that show, everybody signed the poster. Everybody signed their shit except for Ricky and Addie, and Addie and Ricky are still, 440.
Well, that
to the
still doesn't
core.
explain why they would use that clip from months ago.
Well, because
recently.
nobody else really has talked about it. Like Schlack doesn't, like nobody else openly talked about that anywhere else besides on this show. So like maybe they just maybe they discovered that recently.
Yeah, I have
Like,
no
no-
doubt that.
Like
We're
Schlack,
watched,
that
bro.
coming
We're
from
watched
Schlack
by
is legit
everybody.
shit.
We're
Like,
watched by all the excess, DZW, Shannon, every motherfucker, even my shit, MCW, they're watching us, bro.
I don't believe that. I don't think about that ever, honestly.
Well, you're not me.
But anyway, I enjoy it.
I know every motherfucker watches us. I'm on it.
I have no doubt that Ricky Shane Page and Addie
Thanks to you, Bri.
they probably do respect Schlack
not-
immensely. And they probably do have love and respect for the legendary Hall of Famer Larry Legend. But I have no doubts that them posting that clip means that they have any love or respect or would even piss on me or Brian to put us out if we were on fire.
I think they know that people don't like us and they don't give a fuck and they posted it. I guarantee you they looked at that clip and said, "Oh, people are going to get tight that we post Blvd Bullies.
Yeah.
So let's post Blvd Bullies."
Yeah, I like it. I always.
Yeah, you know what? You're disrespecting me, Pat.
Why?
Yeah, you are. You're disrespecting me.
Oh no.
All these motherfuckers are my colleagues, just like you're my colleague.
Thank you.
So any motherfucking thing that I do, they're gonna watch and they're gonna fucking co-sign. So maybe not you or Brian, they wouldn't piss on.
I said
But don't
I
you
included
dare
you in the
motherfucking
Schlack. I
think that they
included
would
you.
piss on me.
I included
They
you
would
in the.
piss on me if I was on fire.
They would definitely piss on you. I have no doubt
Yeah,
that they would piss
so
on you.
fucking that's why they're posting it.
I
Don't
said that.
fucking be like, why are they posting some shit with us? I'm on it.
I didn't ask why. I just said that it happened, and I said that you.
I know it's that, and more shit is gonna happen as long as I'm on the motherfucking shit. Don't play dumb, bitch. I'm Larry. I'm the motherfucking Hall of Famer.
Don't yell at me, Larry. I included you in the high esteem category, and I sectioned off me and Brian in the not getting pissed
when
on.
440 tags me in some shit, I
They
was
didn't
gonna play no guessing game.
They didn't tag
I was
Blvd
gonna
Bullies.
know
They didn't
that
tag.
Eric Ryan and Ricky Shane Page and Atticus fucking Kogar and Otis fucking Kogar and Bobby motherfucking Beverly show me fucking love. They're
Well,
gonna post my shit.
Did they tag
Right.
you?
They tagged
I
Larry.
don't know.
I'm gonna say
You're
they
the
tagged.
one that in the group brought
Yeah.
it up. I didn't even know about it.
They tagged Larry. They didn't tag Blvd Bullies.
Okay, well that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, so it's no surprise to me.
This is what
And
they
how
did. This
dare
is why
you
they
be
did
like,
it to drive a wedge between
why
us.
would they post some old shit? Black's in it. I'm in it.
I was
We're
just-
on the Blvd Bullies versus the world.
I was just questioning.
440, it's versus the fucking world.
I was just questioning the context and the timing of it. Like, did somebody just?
Bro, we're over. We're
Right.
over.
That's what I'm saying. Like
For
a lot of
what
people.
I
Right.
just did right now, we're fucking over.
The show's over.
Bitches are watching. Captain David sending in fucking his intro. Sean isn't here. Ride the motherfucking wave, bro. We're at a wedding with Rob Black in the motherfucking photo, and we all look like God.
Facts.
That is
Bro,
a great photo.
come on.
Cheers. Jobber Radio in the chat says, yo, first time catching the show live. I always have to run back through archive. He.
I love Jobber.
We fuck with Jobber Radio,
Yeah.
dude.
Yes, we
Shout
do.
out. Thanks for joining
I'm
the show.
sorry.
Thanks for being a member.
I'm sorry,
Thanks for being a
everybody.
member.
I'm sorry. Fucking. I'm
Top
sorry.
tier shit.
Larry, I just
Top tier
want to,
shit,
I
Jobber
just want to
Radio.
deep-
You always do this to me, Pat. You know how to push my buttons
Yo,
to make
I
me
didn't
flip
even-
out, bro.
Something
You know how to
flew.
make me
Something flew
destroy
off to
my
you.
Can we get
skin.
to Larry's favorite part of the show?
Yes. Let's do that. Let's do my.
Yeah,
my
we need a
ashtray
palate cleanser for
God.
Larry.
Are you
God.
going to play the clip that I made, Lovely? Or are you not going to do
Oh,
it
I
again?
forgot
I'm
again.
sorry,
I
bro.
forgot
Oh,
again.
you
I
piece
forgot
of
the
shit,
clip. I
dude.
forgot
I'm
the clip.
sorry.
I did that while I was working.
Fuck. I forgot. And, I said that last week I forgot the clip, and I said I was going to make it a Discord exclusive,
And you never did it.
and I never did. And by the way, if you want to
So
join the
we're gonna-
Discord, you should. It's fucking dead. There's just me and tumbleweeds. But I sent wedding photos to the chat. That's the only place to see the wedding photos that we were in. And the chat in Discord, the Discord members, I think it was
Wow,
Brett
I didn't know where
or
to get the
somebody.
wedding
They
photos
fed
from.
me the 440. That's how I found out that 440 had tagged us. So,
I don't know if I did. I found out because you told me.
right, but I found out because of the Discord. So the Discord is very
And
important.
then when you told me, then I looked at my Insta and I'm like, oh. It's because of Slack.
Yeah. No, it's because of you and Schlack.
And Slack.
Fucking fly.
And Slack fucks with me and you.
Brian, I am so dating back to when you were removed from the show and then coming back on the show and then arguing with Sean every single episode on the show since your return.
Because he's rude.
The entire giveaway system is crumbling at the foundation. So I would
Ruining
like
it.
to right now humbly ask you, hat in hand, hat on head.
Put your hat in your hand.
Could you?
Look at that lovely hair that Angela gave you.
It's beautiful.
Next wedding you're
I
gonna go
wanted
to.
to bite it. When hair looks good, I want to put it in my mouth.
I wanted to eat Christina Diamond's hair all night. Actually,
Do you understand what I'm saying,
Yeah.
Pat?
just a
I
beautiful.
hate hair. I
like
hate.
that hair. You wanna
I
like
hate
it.
hair in my mouth.
I mean, I hate it too. But
I hate
it's
hair
so
in my
good,
Yeah, but if
mouth,
it
dude.
wasn't
looks
hair,
good
if it
enough,
was
like,
if you bit into it
it
and it was
looks
cake.
delicious.
If it wasn't hair, it was cake.
Mhm.
Then you would enjoy it, right? So there's certain hairs that look like delicious cakes.
But it's no
Come here.
okay. That's fair.
Like there's
Come
certain hair
Come here.
and a lot of
Did you ever-
wedding hair
Come
that
here.
looks like when you bite into it, it's not going to fray into many strands of hair. It's just going to be a beautiful cake.
Like the videos where that are food or cake. It's like food or cake.
Yeah, you
or like
got it. You
objects or
figured-
cake.
you
Objects or
fucking
cake.
Figured it out. That's what they.
Yeah.
So, hat in hair in mouth, hat in hand. Can you please, once and for all, fix the giveaway situation?
We're gonna fix it right now. What we're gonna do is you're gonna look at the YouTube video from the last week, not this week, but last week, and you're just gonna pick one person. You're gonna look at the comments and you're gonna pick a name that you look at first, and they're gonna get this giveaway.
Okay,
Okay.
so last week's,
Right.
June 4th.
Right.
You
Okay.
little boy.
I could do that, Brian. I could do that. With you guiding me, I feel like we can get this giveaway situation.
Just choose your. This is
Settle.
a first time ever
At Google,
Patrick
AI
selection
is an
giveaway winner.
Okay, so let's read the comments.
No, just read. You already. I remember. You read the comments last week. Just pick a comment right now.
Wait, from the Judge Joe Dredd show or from the June 4th show?
The one that I wasn't on. There was. It's the one. No, you're right. It's not right. You're right. It's the one from 2 weeks ago. The one. It's. I'm sorry. It's the one from
The
2
reins
weeks
and
ago.
I
The
went
Judge Joe
forward
Dredd
with
show
it.
because you guys did not give away anything last week.
Right.
So we're
okay.
bringing people up to speed.
So I
We
remember.
just showed cool stuff.
Exactly.
I remember who. I remember who it was. I think.
You didn't do it. You didn't do it because you said you were going to do it on Discord, and you never did it. So you only read the comments and never selected a winner.
I feel like we selected Nick Pimentel one.
Okay, so then he won.
Last week I announced Nick Pimentel as the winner.
Nick
Brian, keep
Pimentel.
your guard up around that snake.
Okay, so that's the winner. I'm going to hit him up, Nick Pimentel.
Okay.
Okay. So now this week, if you
Situated.
comment on this video, not the live chat, but the YouTube video, next week we will read all the comments and you will win the mystery surprise wedding goodie bag giveaway,
Oh my
which is
God.
inside this special fanny pack from Deathmatch Down Under.
Can you show me that piece of that document again, please?
Yeah.
And with the question marks, super
Right.
secret wedding goodie bag giveaway. You spelled
I
goodie
started
bag
running-
wrong, but you ran out of paper. So
How do I spell goodie bag?
goodie
wrong?
bag is GOODIE bag.
Is that even a word?
I think it is.
All right, well, that's debatable.
I love that. Will you throw
I mean,
that?
goodie-
Will you
goodie-
throw that
goodie
sheet of
is both
paper in there
ways.
as well? Will you throw
Goes
that?
both ways, exactly, Larry.
Will you
And then
throw-
I feel like goodie.
there are
I feel
special
like goodie in like the crucible
items in this
like
bag.
in the crucible, and the scarlet letter is GODDY.
Thank you. And I will actually, I'm going to put this in when whoever wins, I will put this inside of it, and you will get this lovely photo of me and my
Yes, please put
wife
that in.
eating
That's
our
what
cake.
I love that photo. I love the wedding. John.
Deathmatch
Richter.
Down Under. Deathmatch
I
Down
love you.
Under fanny pack. Australian fanny pack.
It's an
filled with
Australian
wedding
fanny
goodies.
pack.
Yes.
All right, so let's read these comments from last week, June 4th, the show that Brian missed because he was getting prepared for his marriage. John E. Richter says, mad love to y'all, fist emoji. Axel Knows 90 says, congrats, Brian. Pork Chop Express says, I think we need a fashion segment every week. Have a blast at the wedding. Because we talked about our outfits last week, Brian.
Right, fashion.
Fashion. Wesley Easter says El Schlacko is definitely going to be at POR on Sunday. Y'all should come down for the Hardcore Grand Prix 5 this year. Gastrointestinal Hemorrhage says, wedding time. Have a good one. And this is my favorite comment of the whole thing last week. Because the week before I read the comments and somebody said, Schlack can't tie a tie. And Schlack actually commented last week and said, for the record, I can tie a tie. I went to Catholic school.
Yeah, just like Lar.
Just like PK. Brian, did you spend any time in Catholic institutions?
Absolutely not.
I'm
He's
a
Jewish.
Jew.
Absolutely not. Jews hate. No.
Did you
I
ever
actually-
like CCD, like Sunday school, like Torah study?
No, I dated a girl, and when I went on Christmas, I once went to church on Christmas, and I hated it.
Come here.
That's the only time.
Midnight Mass?
Yep.
Catholic
Yeah, that's like the
school
worst time to go to
girls-
church. It's like a 4-hour fucking...
Trash.
Yeah. Well, I would... never mind. I was gonna say something dumb.
First
That's why
girl I hooked
she's
up
my
with-
ex. That's why she's my ex. And that's why I'm
First girl
married
I
to a
ever hooked
lovely,
up with
lovely
was a
woman now that
Catholic
doesn't
school
believe
girl.
in God.
You married. You were like, you sat there at midnight mass. You were like, that's it. I'm marrying an atheist.
Right. Not atheist. More agnostic, but not
Agnostic.
religious.
Well, there you have it.
Hopeful.
And as I
I
am
love your
putting
wife.
these names, shout out to Amanda. Congratulations, Amanda. Congratulations, Brian. What a wedding. It's like sad to me, because even with like a wrestling show, even like we all meet up and get together for like an XPW, and it's not even every month. It's like every few months. But there's always like another one to look forward to where it's like, yo, we've been talking about this fucking wedding for months and months and months. I spent all week preparing myself little by little, getting my clothes together and like looking forward to it and thinking about it. And boom, in 5 hours, it was just a big blur. It's come and gone. CUM.
Dude,
and,
you get all these people. It's like hard to get all these people together ever.
Yeah, you have to
I had
do a
all my
wedding or
my
die.
fucking exactly. I was gonna say the next time you see these people, either they have to get married, like you guys got to get married and invite everybody, or you got to die.
That's right. I think I'm going to probably just ask both Angela and Christina Diamond to marry me, and whoever says yes will have the wedding. Yeah. Like that's going to be the first step. That's like step one. You know.
Are you
Brian,
building
did
up
you
to
give?
these steps?
Is it true that you pranked Amanda with the wedding ring?
Yes, it is true. I gave her a fake ring that she knew about. We bought it together because I told her I couldn't afford a real ring. So I got her a shit crystal ring that I gave her on our that we did our fucking I do's. So and then the first look the next day before the party, I gave her the real ring. I surprised her.
You surprised her with the goods.
With the goods, right?
Wow, that's amazing.
I delivered.
And she was
Let me
like,
ask you something,
oh,
Brian.
thank God, I'm so sick of pretending to like that crappy ring.
No, she hated. She hated it. She was very upset. I sold it though. I endured the pain of giving her a fake ring.
You endured the pain. The joke went awry almost instantly, and you endured.
It started turning her finger green, dude. And I was like, oh shit.
Oh no! Oh, if only I could afford. Just like fighting, like constantly fighting. She's like, "Why are you?
We didn't fight. It was a lovely 2 days, and the real ring just reinforced a good time.
Yeah, that's amazing. When did you guys get engaged?
2020.
So you endured this joke gone awry for 4 years.
No, I gave her a real engagement ring.
Oh right, okay.
I gave her, and
so
the funny thing,
2 days. It was just 2 days.
For the engagement ring, I put a lump of. I did it on Christmas. I did it on Christmas, and I put a lump of coal in the mailbox, and I told her to go check the mail, and there was a lump of coal in it, and then when she came upstairs, I had a ring.
Whoa.
I'm a jokey jokester.
But it was the fake one.
It was real. It was real.
Comedic mastermind.
Right. I try my best.
Brian,
Some people don't like my jokes. I don't really give a fuck.
Brian, I just talked to a young lady that was recently engaged. Can I ask you, did you give your wife a diamond ring? Did you give her a diamond ring?
Yeah.
Brian, what type of diamond was it?
The real ones? They're all from Tiffany. It's all Tiffany's. I buy them from Tiffany's, and because that's what Amanda. That's her favorite. So I got
Brian,
my wife
I heard
favorite.
of something I never heard of today. It's called a salt and pepper diamond. Have you ever heard of that? A salt and pepper diamond?
No, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, neither had I until today.
Is it insane?
I mean, I saw it, and it really didn't look like anything special, besides the fact that the diamond looked kind of gray.
Gray that's kind of sick, though.
I don't know.
The ring that I got Amanda is just fucking shiny, and it looks insane, and she loves it, and it made her come. So it's a success. I guess maybe if people curse, they might get what is it?
Shadow banned.
You might have to approve the comments before they're shown. I don't know.
Shadow banned.
I'm not sure, to be completely honest with you.
Well, come on. Let's just go on with the show. Sorry, Brad. Sorry. We love you. Come on. Let's go.
Discord is dead. The giveaway is dead. Look what's happening. Look, okay. First of all, Bren, you're getting this someone's about to win this lovely mystery fucking giveaway with a fucking rare photo. Who's dead about the giveaway? Nothing.
But
the thing is that if somebody commented, I missed the comment. I want to have them, in the. I want to have them in the giveaway. You know what I'm saying? Like they deserve to be in the giveaway. So I don't know where these fucking comments are fucking going. You're
muted. Someone said.
I was muted before. I
just saw that comment.
So I don't know. I don't fucking know what the deal is here.
Look,
you know what I'm saying, Larry?
It's my favorite part of the show. It's my favorite part of the show. Fuck the comments.
I just want to get one more in here. Horror, pain, gore, death says Oz that was just as important to TV shows as ECW was to wrestling. That shit was wild for 1997. How the hell did Adebisi keep that hat on? Give me some fucking teats. Larry, do those comments mean anything to you?
So I just want to let y'all know. That one of the things that made me and Brett Lauderdale friends, like one of the things that I really clicked with him on, like I'm like, oh yeah, I fuck with you, is that he is a huge fan of the HBO prison drama Oz. The show that I say begat Sex and the City, begat 6 Feet Under, begat The L Word, begat Sopranos, begat everything is when people were like, oh, cable can do a show that just has fucking and cussing and killing, and we don't have to worry about like going to an R-rated movie. I think Oz started all of them shows, all of them. It caught on like a fucking like, yo, look what cable's doing with shows. And that's what Brett and I, Desert Eagle, really fucking connected on, because pro wrestling and Oz are very much the same show. It's just that instead of like, a match, it's like a plot to murder, or like a fucking like, backstage segment to fucking whatever. And the writing on Oz and the acting on Oz was like so gripping. So yes. Who was that? Johnny Richter? Was that Johnny Richter, or was that Horror, Pain, Gore, Death?
Horror, Pain, Gore, Death.
Yes. Yo, Oz is what made me and Brett, I'd say, really friends, off of like, yo, you like that shit too? I like that shit too. And you didn't know how to say it, bro, but it's Adebisi. It's Adebisi, okay? And he was the African, like, drug lord of Oz that fucking, like, took over by season 3 and came to his dramatic conclusion by the end of season 4. And bro, yeah, it was an awesome show. I recommend it to anyone, especially if you're a wrestling fan.
Brian,
it's got a lot of ass fucking. Okay, I'm sorry to say, it's got a lot of like ass fucking and like, all the shit you probably don't want to look at, but it's got some fucking pussy fucking in it too. There are a few broads in there who get their fucking, their fucking work too.
Right,
and they show it graphic.
Loud and clear.
They show the broads on it getting in sexual situations as savagely as they show the guy.
Why are you saying broad so much today?
Is it all in jail? It's all in jail, is it not?
Yes.
So it's savage jail sex.
Edie Falco has a pretty robust scene of fucking, Edie Falco of Nurse Jackie and Carmela Soprano. Was that who she was? She has a pretty robust. Yeah, she's got a pretty robust sex scene in it, and a couple other broads are like, So don't like be like, I won't watch no guy. I won't watch no guy get fucked.
No one said that.
You watch the whole arc of it. And
no one said that, Larry.
So it's a lot of shit.
Brian, last week we were talking about dramatic TV shows like the ones that Larry named and our favorites. Do you and Amanda have a favorite show that you love to watch together? I know The Boys is coming back in a few days. Fucking The Bear season 3 is about to come back. Do you guys have a program that you will not miss together?
We really like, Invincible?
Oh, yeah. I think I put you on to Invincible.
I think you might have. That was like, that started during the COVID? Was that COVID
but I was
shit?
like, yo, you got to watch this.
Yeah, it was it's a cartoon. That's like an animated cartoon, but it's dramatic as fuck. That's like an emotional fucking
very
thing.
Gory. Very
Favorite
dramatic.
of all time, probably Breaking Bad, though.
Okay, all right.
Like series that's...
Y'all watch that together? Watch that together?
Yeah, and we've watched it multiple times together.
Amazing. You guys got to do The Sopranos.
We've never done The Sopranos.
Oh, what an experience. What a time.
I've never done Breaking... Better Call Saul either.
Oh, Better Call Saul is great.
You know what was a good one? I like Dexter a lot. I was a big fan of Dexter.
My at one point I
All
lived
the
with
seasons.
a guy.
I
lived with a
enjoyed all
guy.
those seasons.
I lived with a guy who would not miss Dexter. I lived with a guy who would not mix Dexter.
I feel
used
him.
to love it. Yeah.
It was a lot of people, and a lot of people don't fuck with it, but I enjoyed it a lot.
Winner
Even the new
of
one,
the
the-
giveaway this week is Pork Chop Express.
I love Pork Chop Express.
Yeah, Pork
Oh.
Chop.
Okay, so now we've actually made it. So the winner of
Come here.
you just chose Pork Chop Express,
Well, I did
So-
random. I did the random.
right? So now he's winning the wedding giveaway.
Yes, correct.
He's winning. So now the winner is going to has
Oh wait,
won
is
this wedding.
this of this week?
Right? Because I don't have this is the only
Okay, so we
giveaway.
skipped so June 4th comments don't count. We skipped a week.
We skipped a week because I have this JJ Escobar. Oh right.
Well, what are you
right,
going to
right,
give away
right.
this week?
Okay, so now new rule, new thing. This is for. I already said that this is for next week. This is next week.
Okay.
So this week, Pork Chop Express, you're just getting another JJ. I have 2 of these. You're getting this JJ Escobar card.
All right. Well, there you have it.
Pork Chop Express. I know who you are, so you're just getting this another
You're just getting
JJ
the, yeah,
Escobar.
fuck
Yeah.
off. Okay, so if you want to win the goodie bag, GOODY wedding, if you want to be part of the wedding, fucking nuptials, comment on this video after it airs and we will read all the comments. And then after that, after next week, the giveaways will officially be back on track. And you know what, Brian? How about this?
Fancy bag. Dude.
How about this? I think I'm going to throw in something
to the goodie bag?
to the goodie bag from the wedding on my end. Maybe these glasses, maybe my tie from
Oh,
the
you didn't
wedding.
decide yet. You're going to decide next week.
I'll figure it out. I don't know. Maybe I might throw in the glasses. I don't know. Or maybe we'll do 2 winners. But so
should keep those
basically what we
glasses.
want like 40 comments.
Stop running around.
Before we get into deathmatch drama and all the goings on in the wrestling world, Larry, do you care to give us an update about your cats?
Dude, they're running around. I'm glad I have 2 because that means I don't have to really pay attention to them as much. But I'm gonna have to get them like fixed or spayed or given away or something. I can't manage. I can't. But I have two black cats, a boy. They're totally quiet while I'm talking about them. That's how you know cats know. They're totally quiet while I'm talking about them. While we're dedicating time to talking about them, they've stopped doing everything.
Sounds like
They know
you,
what you're
Larry.
talking
Boy and a girl, brother and sister. My actual cat, I named her Cat. She's in heat right now. So I've got a female cat in heat and 2 kittens. And I'm gonna go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back.
Okay, bye, Larry.
You deserve a bathroom break.
Yeah, go ahead, Larry.
I'm drunk.
Hey, while Larry is gone, let's talk, because I don't want to do deathmatch drama without him because I feel like he's going to have some valid opinions about our topics this week. But do you care to update us on your Chad Mins stalking situation? Has he roasted any of your wedding photos on Deathmatch Elite this week?
No, it's been pretty quiet since his last outburst of weirdness. It's weird, bro. He has a strange obsession, and it's only because Rob Black likes me. There's the only reason.
He longs for the love that Rob gives you. He longs for that love.
It's very possible, and it's very strange. Get a life.
Other potpourri topics. Juan, the delivery driver, who's a big fan of the show, shout out Juan, who only watches the first half hour, asked me, he goes, hey, you guys gonna do a fake fight at the wedding? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh, between Sean and Brian, are you gonna do a fight? And I was like, dude, first of all, ain't nothing fake about these 2 guys' beef. Second of all, we're in a ceasefire. So if there's an attack, it would have to be absolutely fucking provoked. So why don't we update the public on what's going on between you and Sean, since Sean's not here for you to call, for you to curse at, and Larry went to the bathroom. Please give me an update on the Sean and Brian Cannon.
Well, he was at the wedding. Everyone was at the wedding. The wedding was beautiful.
Sean, you look great, Poppy.
He did. He didn't bring the bongos. Like, I don't see why he couldn't have just brought me the bongos there. But I guess because Judge told him he has to.
I told him last week. I said last week. I said, "Yo, we're in a ceasefire. Don't you dare bring those fucking bongos to the wedding."
We didn't even bring up the bongos. We didn't talk about wrestling. We danced. We ate, and we hugged, and it was beautiful. So I feel close to Sean, and I trust that he will bring the bongos to me and give me the apology as he said.
Right,
so I'm looking forward to it.
The last time you were on the show, Judge Joe Dredd presided over Brian versus Sean. And Sean, I guess under the weight and pressure of the cross-examination, admitted to kicking your ass.
Right.
From behind.
Right.
And stealing the bongos and then brandishing the bongos live here on the program. Last week while you were away, he was even playing the bongos, playing a little ditty. So the judge ruled that live, June 23rd at XPW, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. That Sean will be giving you the bongos back with a live apology with Larry mediating it. You're muted. Nope. Got to check your connections. Did you kick something? Did you press something? Oh, you're back. Nope. You were back for a second. Now you're not back.
I'm back.
Larry's back.
I'm back.
And Brian
I'm here. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
Nothing's
all right,
changed.
there you go. You're back.
Strange.
Give me a toast.
I leave, Brian leaves.
Toast.
I leave, Brian leaves.
Toast.
So that's the update, and I would hope that next week we have a few more shows until this XPW program.
Fuck you, Brent.
We only have one show left, so I would expect you and Sean to just bury the hatchet, carry over the wedding love next week, and and then the apology.
It's the last show. It's the go home show.
It's the go home show,
go
brother.
Home.
Yeah. So for those of you asking and inquiring, including Juan the driver, no, we did not work an angle, brother, at the wedding. We drank and we ate and we were merry.
It was a lovely time.
It was a lovely time.
Nothing but sit and eat and eat.
I do want to talk about now, Brian. I guess I'll just throw to you because I have a deathmatch drama topic, but I feel like you probably have the same topic. What's going on in the drama of the deathmatch this week?
I love this.
Big news.
Huge news.
Michael Servino made a post about or something or other that Daniel DeMonto might be already coming back and doing a show in August.
Wait a minute.
It hasn't been officially announced. This is just pure speculation.
Brian, I just want to call you out on something. Did Michael Servino do this or did Kings Road Wrestling do it?
Kings Road Wrestling. Is he not Kings Road Wrestling?
His alter ego.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know that Michael Servino is Kings Road Wrestling. Okay?
I'm not.
I'm saying to the lay person, to KZ Brown, who gives us $20 here, $15 there. I don't know that Michael Servino is Kings Road Wrestling. So I just want to call that out.
So massive wrestling news source, deathmatch wrestling news source, Kings Road Wrestling, heralded and accredited news source, Kings Road Wrestling, did speculate, purely speculation, that Daniel DeMonto might in fact be coming back already. C-U-M.
On August 5th, his birthday.
And the post did
He's
say that
run a
earlier.
Birthday show in his hometown.
Earlier in the year, they went on a hiatus. And earlier in the year, a.k.a. last month, they ran a show 1 month ago.
I loved it. I loved that. Whoever said that, I loved it. I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, the information was
What are you
leaked.
talking about?
I actually commented on the post and said that. I said, a.k.a. last month. And Daniel DeMonto replied to my comment.
I saw
He said, "Can't wait to see you."
Huh.
Are you going?
To ICW?
I think
Yeah,
you
gonna
should.
go?
If
I mean,
I
he said,
could
"Can't
get
wait
on,
to see you." It seems legit to me.
the motherfucker knows he's not gonna see me because I'm not gonna pay to go to his stupid show.
But Brian, you used to always pay to go to this stupid show when I was there.
See, the
Right.
thing is, you never really have to pay to go to the show unless you start running your mouth. Now, if you do, because you can always just walk through a back door to go to any of
Right,
these
but I
shows.
see.
Always.
Okay,
Once you
I,
start
as
talking,
a human being, as a wrestling fan, I've never not paid for a show that I've went to. I've always paid for my ticket to every show that I've ever attended.
To make sure that Larry
ICW
Legend gets
shows.
paid. To make sure that Larry Legend gets paid.
I support the things that I like. I'm not going to go and not pay. That defeats the purpose of supporting something that you like.
you're like, "Hey, Amanda, sorry that your engagement ring is, or sorry that your wedding ring is giving you a green tint around your finger. I spent years in the ICW Live Facebook auction where I should have been saving."
I made up for it, Patrick. That's what she was thinking.
probably
That was
thinking
she
that.
was
Yeah, she was probably
she was
thinking
thinking about all the live sales that I attended.
Oh,
But
you
then it's
look
all
at
right
all
now.
this shit around the house. Yo, fuck this guy, dude. Yo,
What?
shout out Sean with the bongo emojis. We miss you, bro. I hope we feel better, man.
That motherfucker, even if he saw me, would not do shit.
Oh, boy.
These
Oh, here we go.
motherfuckers are little pussies
Oh, boy.
and like
I
to
can just-
talk shit.
I can just
I've
see
seen.
this.
He said on site. I saw motherfucking Daniel DeMonto at New Fear City when he had the stupid match and Larry had to announce him and didn't want
Yeah,
to.
but that was before.
And he didn't
that
do
was
shit.
before the
He was
on-site.
fucking lovely man to my face. He said to me that he didn't remove me from the ICW group. He's a lying sack of goddamn shit.
Well, that's why I say I don't think he's lying. I think
Carny
he really
fuck.
can't wait to see you. I think he's turning over a new leaf.
No, I think he's trying to be intimidating,
No, I think,
and
you
nobody
know
gives a fuck.
You know what? Didn't he saw yeah, anyway, listen, doors always open, brother. Deathmatch drama, I have actually now two things that I thought about. What about this Lou Nixon shirt? What's going on with this Lou Nixon shit? Lou Nixon decided that he's just going to like pop off and just speak.
Lou Nixon.
Lou
says-
Nixon, a Sagittarius, Pat.
Hey, shout out Sag.
Sagittarius.
Yo, and you know what, to me? This whole story, and I haven't, like, I saw that he posted like a shoot interview or something. Like, I read the T-shirt, I read the comment on like his description, his like caption under that post. I saw that he did like a shoot, brother, and then I saw like a Facebook post, and to me, it's like it doesn't really paint him in a great light either. Like if you're a like I guess what's the story, Brian? Do you know the story? Could you give us?
I know the story.
Could you give us the
whole
broad strokes?
the
of
whole
story?
thing was when Lou was here when he was working with XPW. I guess Rob said that he like to not work the ICW and the RPW shows, and that he'll take care of Lou when Lou is here. So I guess Lou assumed that meant that Rob was going to pay him for the bookings that he denied.
No, he was just going to give him pre-rolls.
Rob took it as him, like Rob's paying and bringing the man to America and paying him to be on the XPW shows, paying him more than those people would have paid him. So he never not paid Lou for the shit that he did do. So Rob doesn't owe him shit.
So
Is what Rob said.
I get it. Now I totally get it.
But yo, if you're a like, and I understand like you're a jilted talent, you feel like ripped off or whatever. But like, is it worth it? I mean, I guess it doesn't fucking matter because it's only like it's all fucking carny bullshit anyway. But if you're thinking about it in like a business sense, like a I don't know, roster financial sense, it's like if this guy's coming out and in order to like bury this guy who he's mad at over like $400 is admitting that he is
430.
What?
$430.
He's basically admitting that he's admitting that a promoter's enemy, that he's open for a promoter's enemies to pay him to drop off a show. Like he's basically in trying to bury Rob for this whole like deal gone wrong or whatever. He's basically letting the world know that like he's for sale. Like if you want to, if you know what I mean, like that it's like and you know that's a cardinal rule, isn't it?
Everybody
like,
has a price, brother.
Yeah. So like I don't know, like to me it's just
but like
bickering.
I mean, like,
it makes the whole thing look stupid.
You guys don't know this, but that's like always been the case. There was a new no piece. Yeah, there was a no piece underground show that Janela was at, and Janela went up to Murdoch and told him Brett will pay you $1,100 to come to the show next week. There's something that has always existed in our game. I have been offered money to like not show up at a show. That's always been a thing.
Right, but the whole thing is that like to admit that you took part in it paints you in a just as bad of a light as like, you know what I mean? The guy who didn't pay
does
you.
Does it? Because we're all bad. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get this holier than thou attitude by some when our fucking industry is built off of the muckety muck.
Yeah, just a whole bunch of bad fucking people. Just a whole bunch of bad people, which is why we were relegated to table 6.
That's why exactly, Pat. You're my kid.
Who was the lady next to me?
Our
Kim?
photo.
Our poor lady. There were two.
Our photo is all fire. Every last one of us born screaming. Ah!
There were two.
Out of the womb, bitch. Bro, you're going to hear us.
There were 2 outsiders at our table who quickly dispatched to other tables. Who quickly found seats around more familiar friends. But, you know, hey. And who was the lady I was next to? To the left of me was this lady, Kim.
Kim.
Who was a very
Kim
nice
Gill.
lady. And at the very end,
heavy metal lord.
Somebody said to me, I forget who it is. I guess James maybe said to me, he's like, there's like 20 minutes left. It's like 11:40. I'm going to go in and enjoy the last 40 minutes of this party. And because I was just feeling the love and the libations, I was like, that's the smartest thing I heard all night. So I went over and I go to our table and nobody's at our table except Kim. She's just sitting there on her phone. I was like, Kim, let's go. Let's enjoy the last 20 minutes. I was regurgitating whatever this person said to me. I was like, there's only 20 minutes left. So basically I got her up and dancing. Not like with me, I just guided her to the floor. I said, enjoy it.
Right.
Enjoy it.
Right.
And then so she sauntered around and danced for 2 minutes and then just went right back to the seat. She's like, I don't want to do this.
That's
This
funny
is
as
fucking
fuck.
stupid. Why did I listen to that stupid guy? But shout out Kim who was on our table. She hung tough.
I was a little disappointed that my date, Christina Diamond, didn't dance to anything besides that rockabilly shit that you and your mom danced to.
The Hucklebuck.
The Hucklebuck. That's all she does to But luckily, Rob Black's wife, my co-host of the On Hiatus All Hosts Filled, Martini, shook her fucking hindquarters next to me.
You guys were both shaking what your mamas gave you.
It was so difficult because I wanted to grind. So if you guys don't know, down here in Baltimore, we have this shit called freaking, which is
Is that like sheep riding? Is that like sheep riding?
Bro,
Fuck
it's
are either of those things?
Riding cheeks. You never heard of riding cheeks, Patrick?
Is this where you see these videos of these
See, we
Jamaican
need Sean here.
guys
We need Sean here. We need Sean
jumping
here.
off of a ladder, they're humping the woman so.
That is some entirely different shit.
That's like the Caribbean. That's like some Caribbean white party
you
type.
Remember that song by that was like, I feel a little bump coming through on you. Yes. Yo. Here in Baltimore where I'm from, if you go to a club, there's a type of dancing called freak dancing, where essentially you just like simulate sex on whoever is dancing with you. So what I'm trying to say is like, I wanted to freak Kat. I wanted to freak her fucking butt.
Okay, I got
but
it.
I was like, oh, I'm the
We're
only
still
black guy here. I'm the only black guy here. They're gonna be like, oh, he's getting buck. He's getting buck.
I think you
We
would have
know
been
how
good to
black
freak,
guys
Larry.
are
You
in
would
the
have you could have
fucking
freaked
deal.
her.
He's getting, yeah, so I didn't do it, but I wanted to freak her so bad. But every girl I danced with, Stacy, Rose, Kat, I just kind of danced alongside
You were air
them.
freaking. You were air freaking them.
I was dancing alongside them as opposed to like dancing on them. Because I would have danced on them, but Kat's a married woman, Rose is with Sean, Stacy is, you know.
I think
another 10
if
out of 10
anybody
goddess as well.
If anybody could have gotten away with
Beautiful.
grinding with those ladies, it would have been you, Larry.
Bro, but
I think you could have did it. No one would have given a shit. It would have been
not
funny.
another black guy there besides the photog.
So
like
Kim Gill was a black
Kim
lady.
Gill was a black lady.
Kim is not gonna grind on anyone, bro.
Well, maybe if it started, it would have started.
She
Maybe
might.
it would have.
Kim gets down.
See what happened?
Kim gets down.
I'm the one that's gonna be pegged, pun intended, as here's the rambunctious, corny black guy. Just and I'm like, bro, let me just dance alongside her and dance like, you know, like a gentleman. Even though, bro, I wanted to fucking thrash the fucking
All right,
to freak her. You wanted to freak her, Larry. You wanted to freak her.
It's Bride's wedding. Show some goddamn restraint.
I did.
We were out there like wolves. We were out there like animals howling.
Brian, I loved you. There was some like old school hip hop song that came on. You were like, you immediately went into like this two-step. Brian, you like immediately went into this like two-step, and I was like, yay, Brian!
Then he wanted to freak you. He was trying to freak you. Right?
Also, another moment of I don't know what it was. It was like, it was an old shit. It was like some old shit. You know what OPP? Yeah, you know me. Yeah, come on.
I was doing the knee. I was doing the Will Smith knee raise. The Will Smith knee raise.
Yay, Brian!
Final.
Bro, have we talked about wrestling at all?
We did. We're doing deathmatch drama, and you know it's a wedding review episode, Larry, as well.
Okay. Can we get to the
most
important part?
half an hour left. We got a half an hour left.
The most important part of deathmatch drama.
Oh, there's a hot button topic here.
A hot button. I think it's the one that you wanted to talk about.
It's the
originally.
lightning rod topic that we were chatting about in the group chat.
Mm-hmm.
And Brian, take it away. You are Mr.
Ginsburg.
You are Mr.
July Ginsburg. Damn it! The Albanian and the Jew.
Mr. G.
Union. Right. Double G. But
Double G.
It's the hot topic in the deathmatch drama is fans getting hit by workers with weapons for the fans' amusement and pleasure.
What? Well, and also just to say that like all the civilians who work at like Best Buy and hit each other with the tubes in the loading dock at the end of their shift. Okay, so like that's over here. We're going to remove that from the discussion.
That's not the same. Right. This is actual deathmatch workers
at a show. Where you're supposed to immerse yourself, you know, and
suspend belief.
Yeah, suspend your disbelief. Yeah.
Suspend the disbelief. But
so
yeah.
I guess this all started because I saw what's the guy's name, Brian?
Joe Baszler.
Joe Baszler was at GCW, and I saw photos of him. Photos of him. He was wearing a crimson mask. Right?
Yeah.
He had like some of these photos from him at GCW TOS weekend. He was wearing a crimson mask, like he gigged, brother. And I don't know.
He gets color. He gets color. He's been doing. He's been doing it.
Juice.
He gets juice.
It's crazy, bro.
So like, and I don't know. There were no videos that surfaced of him getting hit with a tube by a wrestler, or if he just fucking stick and poked his own head just for the thrill of the game. But then I guess this discussion got some legs over RPW POR weekend because I guess he was asking wrestlers to smash him over the head with tubes. Take it away, Brian. Fill me in. I'm
Well, as the stories are tossed around the interwebs, it's told that Joe Beisler was trying to procure a wrestler to strike him on camera or not or whatever, just to strike him, maybe not even on camera, just for whatever he likes. And he was denied. He was denied by several wrestlers. And then he found one. He found one that did do it. He found one that struck him with a tube. And this wrestler has been under like
Who was it? Oren?
It was an Angel Metro.
I know Angel.
And what? And she's catching some like wrestling.
She's getting heat from, I guess, the ladies and gentlemen that are workers that work very hard and use tubes and show pain. And like if a fan is just getting hit with the tubes and showing that he's very excited, it takes away from when they're using the tubes in the matches and are showing that the tubes are giving them damage.
And I guess I'm sorry. Go ahead, Larry.
No. You go, Pat.
And I guess like Joe Beisler like sensed this and started like kind of like taking up for his own cause. I saw that did he post something of him hitting himself with a tube now? He's like, if nobody's gonna do it, I'll do it myself.
I mean, that's what he does. I mean, that's what the guy likes. It's not really the fan's fault for the worker getting involved. Like I guess he seduced them to hit him, but the workers should know. Like in the end, if the worker's going to get in trouble for doing such a thing, they should know better.
They should know, yeah. Because how many fans ask wrestlers things like that on a daily basis?
Shot me. But it's a thing. I mean, and I do. I mean, and even when I was struck by Kid Osborne, it was more of a shocking moment and like unplanned shit than me like going around asking, hit me, make me bleed. It's just like I don't know.
So where do you land on
this? People call me clout. Some certain people call me clout chaser 2.0, but I'm not at fucking wrestling shows in the crowd making myself bleed, trying whatever.
So where do you land on? I mean, we like Joe. We like Joe. Joe's a nice guy.
I do like Joe.
I got nothing against Joe, but I mean, it's not his. I mean, hey,
some wrestlers say it takes away from the show. If you're making yourself bleed in the fans, like in the crowd, it's taken away from the show that's happening that people paid to go see. Like he paid to go see it too, and he's fucking doing what he does.
Brian, I want to get your opinion before I throw it to Larry, but I just want to say
I'm sorry, I'm really fucking fucked up right now. I'm sorry.
What happened to you? You okay?
I'm good. I'm
just recuperating from the wet.
I'm listening to Joe. I'm listening to you at Joe.
This is Brian actually on the line. Joe's the guy we're talking about.
But we're talking about Joe Beisler.
Joe Beisler
beating himself and bleeding.
For what he loves. He bleeds for what he loves.
So, Brian, I mean, I want to get your final thoughts and final opinion on this before I throw it to Drunk Larry, but I feel like you really can't say anything because your whole platform this whole time.
Yes, Pat. Call him.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Pat. I know what you're doing. Go ahead.
Your whole platform this whole time is that, the way you defend yourself against the haters is that people enjoy the show the way they want to, and like it's total anarchy of emotions and enjoyment, and may the universe is chaos. Let the chips fall where they may.
I 100% agree. I 100% agree. But him getting the workers involved is getting the workers in trouble with the powers that be.
But really, the workers are getting themselves in trouble.
That's what I'm saying. But he's right. The workers are getting themselves in trouble, but he's encouraging them to. Yeah, because
but like
of
the workers to a man to a woman. Every single one of them should be like, nah, dude, ain't doing that.
Facts. I agree that it's on the wrestler, and Joe Beisler is just being a fan and enjoying the show how he wants to fucking enjoy it. Bust himself open, gets people to bust him open.
Before I throw to you, Larry,
he's probably taking a shit right now.
Might be taking a big fat shit.
John Richter, who I think is a very wise fan, says wrestlers saying it takes away from the show should be mad at the other wrestlers who hit each other back and forth and no sell for 10 to 15 tubes to just staring at each other.
That's very fair.
That's what I'm saying. That's a great point. Is like within the universe and narrative of the match of the shows. There is no standard measurement or metric of how much the tubes hurt. Because you'll watch the first match, and exactly what Johnny Victor just said, it would be 10 to 15 tubes no selling. Then you see like another match, and one tube will put somebody down. You know what I mean? So the continuity of the damage that the tubes cause your HP is not... There's no standard. There's no, you know what I mean? Like it varies. So, you think about it like like in a show, theoretically everybody would like talk about how their matches are going to go with each other, so that if one dude's finish is like a fucking Poison Rana, then like the match before it or after it shouldn't have a Poison Rana like kick out. For just to go off the top of my, like, oh well, you're doing it. What's your finish? Oh, sharp shooter. Oh well, I was just gonna overpower, or I was gonna like kick out of it, or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, theoretically speaking, everyone talks to each other, and it's the promoter's job to make sure that all the finishes are different. And within each match, you leave it up to the wrestlers to protect the moves within the match, but it's really up to the promoter to protect the finishes, kind of, I guess. So that's the thing. The tubes don't have one standard damage output. For each match on a deathmatch show, they're different. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, exactly. Like, John Wayne and whoever was in the finals of the fucking thing, or John Wayne and Brendan Kirk, they just had a clip where they did tube for like 5 minutes. And Tremont does that too. Tremont will go tube for tube. So,
Dude, I watched Tournament of Survival. And it was a lot of just tube for tube, no selling tube shots.
See, but the thing is, too, in deathmatch, it's different. Like, okay, if a wrestler in WWE or on the indies or whatever gives a fan like a body slam and they get right up, like, that's pretty brutal. Like, you don't give them like a wrestling move that doesn't hurt, right? But the point of deathmatch is not that we don't respect these guys for taking one tube. We respect these guys for doing 40 minutes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes of tubes. And it's like, yeah, okay, John Baszler can no-sell one tube, but he doesn't look like, his back doesn't look like fucking lasagna at the end of it. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's real, right? Like, all the deathmatch wrestling fans know that one single tube isn't going to put you down, but it's about the blood loss of an accumulation of...
I'm sorry to cut you up, but you say that, but he has, like, Joe Baszler, there's a video from Tournament of Survival where he has a fucking gusset and John Wayne Murdoch leans over the rope and hammers it into fucking Joe Baszler's head.
But see, to me, that's not killing the business, because the point of deathmatch is that you do that for 15 straight minutes. So to hammer it into the head and give a fan a little taste of 30 seconds of what these guys go through, it doesn't really kill the vibe that much, Like
a worker,
we're all kind of.
A worker shouldn't be touching a fan, to be honest. I mean, in the end, a worker unless I don't know, but a worker shouldn't physically touch a fan. I mean, but even John Wayne Murdoch knows he's doing it, and it's like.
Well,
it's just
you know
weird.
what?
It's
I just thought of something, and then I really want to get your take, Drunk Larry. Masada would never skewer a fan.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Masada would never skewer a fan. Masada would never he would never hit a fan with a tube. Masada would never hit a fan with a gusset, and he would certainly never fucking skewer a fan. So,
exactly.
Like,
that's kind of the point.
Yeah, I guess like, now that Masada has just entered my brain, I think I am on the side of, like, listen, fans gonna fan. You know what I mean? Fans gonna fan, but workers gotta work. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, and listen, somebody who's I don't know this Angel Metro person, but I'm a lot of these people are pretty new. Like, and it's a new wave of emotions, and you know, it's a new era of like thinking about the biz or whatever. So like, I don't really blame her. It's just like it's just like a little lapse in judgment, you know, and which she probably didn't even know. She's like, yo, this fan wanted to give me $20 to fucking have, you know, like.
Well, she's just having fun.
Larry, where do you land on all this? You want to see fans get hit with tubes and gussets, or is it killing the biz?
Well, you know, on two separate occasions, both at No Holds Barred shows, I interacted with like crowd people, but on one occasion it was with Hardcore. Y'all know the deathmatch wrestler Hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted me to like there was like a wayward tube after the No Holds Barred show in the Hard Ballroom, and someone was filming us, and he was like, "Give it to me, Larry. Give it to me." And I knew he was a worker. I knew he knew the deal, and I fucking smashed the tube over his face. Another time, there was a fan who was like raising money for like, I don't know if it was breast cancer awareness or autism awareness, but he was like getting wrestlers to chop him, just to specifically chop him, with like him promising to publish the footage of Kyle O'Reilly chopping Jason, or Larry Legend in Cambridge chopping Jason, and all of the proceeds were going to like a cause. But those are the only two times that I, as an MC and announcer, has ever like interacted with a fan and like done some kind of like, this is a devastating thing that you guys are supposed to know hurts, for like the bemusement of the people around us. And on both times, I feel like I chose wisely. With Hardcore, I knew he had done matches in Crimson Crown, in, well, Crimson Crown is really the only place, XPW as well. Did he do XPW? Whatever. He's done shows.
I think he didn't wrestle, but he like I remember him working like ring crew.
I announced Hardcore in a couple different companies, maybe New Fear City. But I've announced him in a couple different places where I was like, it's okay to fucking do a little bit with this guy where I'm giving him a tink, you know, pat, little tink after the show's letting out and there's just a tube, tink. You know, I gave him that. And then nobody fucking shit on me or him. And when I chopped Jason up in Sonia in Cambridge, Mass, it wasn't just like, hey, Larry, chop me for the camera. It was like, hey, I'm raising money for a charity. And the way that I'm doing that is by grabbing footage of like Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, Adam Cole, Larry Legend, Casanova Valentine, whoever, chopping me. So on both occasions, I basically like just like used my judgment to be like, yeah, I can do some shit with this person. And I don't know if that was necessarily the case or ever is the case with Joe.
Did you catch any heat? Did any worker come up and say to you like, yo, why the fuck you doing that?
Never, because with Jason up in Cambridge, he had gotten Murdoch, he had gotten Hood, he had gotten so many different wrestlers to participate in this. And with Hardcore, you know, I met Rich Swann. I met Rich Swann just in the crowd doing flips years ago. Before he was Rich Swann, I met him in the crowd just flipping, just in the back of the crowd in York, Pennsylvania, little black kid just doing flips. So I can't really hate on Hardcore for doing his deal to fucking advance himself in the game when that is like part of the course.
He works with like High Pitch Will and Chuck Stein. They do the
yes, he does.
Well, and
yes.
also like you look at like a Chris Van Vliet where he gets chopped by I guess Karrion Kross, whoever the fuck. You even look at the Blvd Bullies wrestling training with Mike Vernon, Rex Lawless. Look at all these videos like content. You know, and I use this term loosely. It makes my skin crawl. But content creators like kind of know to protect the business. It's like it's not really like a fan vid. It's not just like a memory for them. It's like, hey, I want to do a video where I get fucked up by a wrestler. So I like either fuck me up and I'll react naturally, or work me and I'll sell it. But either way, like creators more or less like know to protect, whereas like just a fan for a thrill for their own like Facebook.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
Joe.
Like, it's
Joe,
like,
yes, bro, yes. You're hitting the nail right on that. Joey, no journalist. Joe
right,
don't
like
got
he's
no
not. And it's to his. That's not even an insult. It's almost to his credit. Like he ain't a Kings Road. He ain't a Bullies. He's more of a Brian. He's in it for like the love of the game. You know what I mean? Like he's doing it just out of pure love. But so like a creator is a little bit more, what would you say, like contrived. Whereas like this guy's just excited, just like living it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
reigniting a revolution.
So it's a double-edged sword, but also I'll tell you this. Any worker who's mad at another worker for hitting a fan with a tube without vetting them properly, I understand that. But any fan that is mad at a fan for doing it can go take a fucking hike. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of.
I completely fucking, dude. I mean,
like
he's causing himself.
Can form their own opinions on it. The workers can form their own opinions on it, and they can land on whatever side of the fucking aisle they want. But if you're a fan and you're hating on Joe for like just like living his best, find something else to talk about. Go screen record our show.
Can we talk about the other T within Joe? There's more T within Joe.
There's more Joe T? Oh, I mean, I like Joe B's T. I don't want to keep going.
Are you sure?
Is it bad?
I mean, it's you know the lady Leah?
No.
The nurse. He was like bringing her to shows. The lady he was bringing her to shows.
I don't think I like where this is going.
Well, we don't have to talk about it.
Yeah, I don't think we should. Well, now we've already opened the can of worms. Fuck it.
Well, they apparently he made it seem as if they were dating, and maybe they were dating. But when she went with Joe Beisler to the Tournament of Death, there was apparently a tiff where she left Joe Beisler, and she called him a terrible father, and basically left him there.
I hate this story. This is a nothing story.
Well, I'm just saying.
Thank you. That is not pertinent.
Who is this for?
Oh, Larry.
It's a whole thing. And Patrick
Larry,
doesn't like the story, but it's a whole
you were saying
thing.
broads. Now you've graduated to who?
Who is she?
All right, enough. Next topic. Let's talk. We got 7 minutes left. And Larry, I hate to do this to you on the air, but I have a big musical performance coming up on Friday. And I have to cram my practice in on Thursday.
Stop!
So for those of you who aren't following, Larry has been stepping in as the co-host of the flagship show of this YouTube channel, Blvd Bullies, Here Comes the Lame, a wrestling podcast. This Thursday, there will be no mainstream wrestling talk on YouTube because I have to practice for my show on Friday.
You are telling me this now?
Oh, no.
When I have so many Ricochet notes?
Yeah, okay. Well, that's
many Samantha.
So that's why I'm starting. That's why I said that to you, because we have 10 minutes left, and I want to get into Ricochet, and I want to get into Samantha. They wrote Ricochet off TV. On Sunday, El Schlacko was sidewalk slammed through the back windshield of a car, and on Monday, Ricochet was killed off of WWE TV by getting slammed through the windshield of a car. Go figure. Because everybody knows that everybody's watching what El Schlacko fucking does. So, Larry, you bust out these notes, dog. Let's go, dude.
Yo, I actually think it has to do with Real Glass, Crimea River. I 100% think that Punk has like set the tone for like shots fired, and I think that this is going to go on for a long time, where they're going to be like stunts with glass, real glass on television, and they're not even gonna have to say it.
Brian, why aren't you using your flute, Brian? Why did you abandon the flute?
Because it was the end of the 40. You interrupted Larry.
Sorry, Larry. Sorry.
I'm just saying, when I saw it, first of all, I'm sorry to be gay, y'all, but it was Pride Month. And, bro, it was so hot. It was so hot to see Ricochet fucking.
You loved watching Ricochet struggle and get his ass kicked.
God, dude, the groaning, and the fucking, bro, the no socks. With the fucking shoes, bro.
I knew I shouldn't have worn socks in this fucking wedding, dude. I knew it.
Bro, no. You weren't in agony. You weren't in agony. You were in joy. Okay? You were in joy.
So if I was in agony, you'd prefer to see me.
When you're in joy, you got your comfy socks on. You're comforted. You know, I got my little booties on, you know? Oh, no. Ricochet was getting that fucking back break off a glass, bro. It was bareback. I wish they would have taken his clothes off. But anyway, it was awesome. It was awesome. I hope that he's not gone. I hope this is not the way they wrote him off. But if it was, having Samantha Irvine,
she was running her little dump truck up the ramp to go check on him.
Bro.
She put that dump truck in third gear, dude.
Bro, I was emotionally invested in this shit. And
Did you see the clip? Did you see the clip of her running to like the back from the ringside area? She ran to the back like a fucking drunk girl wearing high heels for the first time, running for a train in Penn Station after a night out with just a dump truck dumping, dude. She backed up she put that caboose into fifth gear. She was like, yo, let me just run these tiny little feet. Like I have this whole entire body just standing on two toothpicks of high heels.
121 gigawatts.
And she ran.
Yeah, she's like, yo, once this fucking DeLorean hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious shit.
Right, 121 gigawatts, brother.
1.21 gigawatt trunk.
I haven't seen this, but I love visualizing it.
Yo, all week, I've been saying caboose and dump truck and yeah, I think that somehow calling
because you were at my wedding. It's because you were at my wedding. Yeah,
because there was so dude, it was like might have been a fucking like it might as well have been a sanitation workers union meeting because there were dump trucks all over the place, dude. Dump trucks parked everywhere I can see.
Don't sleep, bro. I was shaking that.
Oh, you were shaking your dumpy,
Larry.
Yeah, bro. I was on
Demon. We had Demon Larry. We had.
You know, it's funny.
Larry
That's why I got up and wandered because I saw this plump dump in gray pants, and I was like, oh my god! And I was just drawn to freak it. I was thinking of John Freakin'. Then I went, oh my god, that's Larry's butt.
You know what it was? I went into no. How do you say no homo but no racism? I went into straight baboon mode. You know, male baboons.
You went animorphs. Yeah, you went animorphs.
The red butts with the red
male
butts.
Baboons. They show that, bro. They fucking show that ass to get that fucking
they show
pussy,
that ass.
bro.
That's true.
They fucking
wipe
display
that.
their
They wipe it.
asses
They
hardcore to be like, oh
yeah,
bitch.
it's true.
Bro.
Yeah,
I went into straight baboon mode.
Long live Brian's dump truck fucking wedding. The sanitation workers unions quarterly.
And I encourage
feast.
other bitches to fucking show their baboons. They're fucking let that beast out.
Just fucking in the parking lot, in the venue, on the dance floor, just dump trucks as far as the eye can see.
It's true.
It's true. And you know what? It was a grand old time. And I was so happy to be a part of it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
The night before.
Thank you, Brian, for having us. Thank you for including me and your family. Does Ricochet, quote unquote, bet on himself and make the worst career move that could possibly be made?
But bro, here's the thing, bro. He's done everything in WWE. He's done
nothing there. He's done everything. They're going to allow him to
letting him go any
he hasn't done much. He hasn't done much, Larry.
Brock Lesnar. Didn't he fight Brock?
Well, they're allowed.
Brock?
Like He's done everything
in
that
Royal
they are
Rumble.
allowing him to
He
do.
faced Brock.
Squashed by him, but he fought Brock.
I don't think he did. I don't think he did.
Dude, he did. Ricochet fought Brock. It was a squash. They had a skirmish at the fucking Royal Rumble, and then I think they fought in Saudi Arabia, and Brock squashed him. I'm pretty sure that happened. Bro, the point I'm making, there's nothing left for him to do there. He's done everything. He's
January,
the ring announcer. That's his wife.
January 2020, Ricochet challenges Brock and gets crushed. February 27th, 2020, Brock Lesnar decimates Ricochet at WWE Super Showdown 2020.
Was this no crowds? Was this when the TVs
Super
were
Showdown?
in the,
I think
the,
was
the
a Saudi
Thunderdomes?
Arabia. I think there was
That's
one
what
dome.
I'm saying. It was a Saudi show, and Ricochet got
2020.
squashed. There's nothing left for him to do, bro. He's done it all.
He's done it all that they will allow.
He's reached
him
the
to.
ceiling.
Do you think that Ricochet can one time?
And he's getting old. He's not old right now, but he's
down.
getting there.
But you know, it's like, yeah, I'm sure he wants to be with his wife. Like a lot of these guys jump ship to like be with their wifey. But he's probably like, yo, Samantha, Tony Khan's gonna make me like the 5th highest paid guy in AEW, and I only have to work 1 day a week. So I'm actually gonna see you more than even if we were in the same company. And I'm going to fight Will Ospreay, and they're going to put the fucking title on me, probably.
No fucking brainer.
And I thought it was a nice touch because I don't think she's not going anywhere. But I think
and bro, you know what the best part about it of all is that if you could have had a bingo card of the things that are going to happen in 2024, Ricochet all of a sudden jumping ship was probably very low on anyone's bingo card.
Yeah.
But now, as much as I message y'all in the fucking group that WWE's killing it, now we get another motherfucking little fucking nugget of AEW being like, hey bitch, but you ain't the only game in town.
Yeah, but I don't think that these guys go there. I think word is out that the young, hungry indie guys, like it's not the same. Like, that was the perception before. It's like, yo, if you're young and hungry, bet on yourself, and AEW will be a platform. I think AEW is now a place for people to go who want to take less bumps and get fucking paid, dude.
Former WWE guys.
Yeah. And they want to have their, either they want to have their creative control, or they want to work a lighter schedule, or they want to take less bumps. Oh, hey, Will.
This is Lola.
Hey, Lola.
Hey, Lola. A tuxie like my girl that's in Heat right now. I love that girl.
So it's just interesting. I mean, I think that
I love that girl.
Me too.
everyone's saying that he ain't re-signing. So everyone's assuming that Allen or whatever the fuck his real name is going to land in
Yay, Brian.
AEW because fucking like Will Ospreay like said go do a match. Oh, there's Will.
Well,
William Billy.
The Will is the.
he got jealous.
Slow.
He got jealous. Yeah, he's slow.
He's a little slow.
He's cute though.
Pat, do you have pets?
I had a dog named Cactus Jack.
I remember.
And I never loved again.
I remember.
I never loved again.
I remember.
I do love animals though. I just fucking hate Brian's cats. No, I'm just kidding.
That's the best.
I like that
cats
big boy.
in the world.
I like that big boy
I'm
Will.
just kidding.
like the
Brian,
nice
when
cats.
Brian found out that I was going to his apartment to get my hair done, he said the cat feeder's got a camera, so don't do anything fucked up. and I went in there, and I guess like the bridal party was drinking champagne while they were getting their hair did. There was like a
Mimosas.
quarter bottle of champagne left, so I grabbed the bottle of champagne. I got right into the fucking cat video camera, and I was like, "Congratulations, Brian!" And I drank some champagne in his apartment.
Is that the pain?
Real pain for my sham, real sham for my fake friends, real pain for my sham friends or whatever. Real sham.
All right, we're at 9:09.
Yeah, I know, Larry. Thank you for sticking
What
around.
else do we got to talk about, though?
I think that's it. I definitely wanted to hit Ricochet.
I got cut off on the Joe Baszler Bad Father gig.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to attack anybody's fatherdom or talk about any kind
I
of.
mean, I just think it's not cool.
And I got hit with the surprise stick that I'm not on Thursday. I guess I'll go to the revival series at the Charles.
Well, I'll tell you this: it's not that you're not on Thursday. There's just no Thursday show, so it's not like you got cut, Larry.
And I would I would just like to say that the flagship show is only now can actually be considered the flagship show because Larry is there. So I will. It is now. I will
Stop it.
You will bow down.
Stop it.
I'm just saying.
Stop it, Jedi Joe.
I have nothing against Jedi Joe.
And I don't want you fucking him.
Me?
He's on an extended leave.
You took his spot. You took his spot, not me.
Come
I
on.
didn't take his spot.
Coke, Pepsi, Coke. I don't want that.
Pepsi's not even in the conversation anymore. It's Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper overtook Pepsi as the second most popular soda.
Is
Did
that
you know
true?
That? I read that.
Where'd you read
Dr.
that?
Puberty.
What?
You know Puberty?
So,
on Instagram, it's an Instagram. They give facts. It's a factual Instagram that is newsworthy, and it said that Dr. Pepper has surpassed Pepsi and is now the second to Coke.
And the Pepsi employees are running around the office throwing papers in the air, panicking. They don't know what to do.
They're tight. They're very upset. Pepsi is fucked. Fuck Pepsi. Pepsi sucks.
Look in my eyes. What do you see?
Rum and Coke, baby. Not rum and
Coke
Pepsi.
Person. John Richter says that he read it on CNN. Brian, you should have read it on. You should have said that you read it on CNN.
No,
we would have respected.
Well, Puberty. CNN got their information probably from Puberty.
I guess. Come on, wrap us up. Send us home. I gotta go. You know I gotta go, dude.
Is there anything else to chat about?
June 23rd. Look what you made me do. That's what we're all looking forward to.
And for those of you who asked and commented, the
Dirty
photo.
Ron and who?
Brian, why didn't you section off all your wedding guests into Blvd Bullies sections? Where,
well, if you didn't notice, there was actually the footage of a Yeti section. There was the wrestling section. There was the Albanian section. There was sections.
Why did me and Larry? Me and Larry should have been put in the Albanian section.
The Jewish section was in full effect.
I knew.
We did the horror
immediately.
It was a mitzvah.
With seeing Rob Black.
Mazel
with
tov.
seeing Rob Black at table 6 and Kim across from me and you, Pat. I was like, oh, this is the black table.
You were at the black table.
I'm sorry, bro. Like, dude, how could it not be?
Rob Black.
The only blacks in the room were at your table.
There was a light-skinned and beautiful black girl there who danced with your wife. I loved her. But other than her, the photog, me and Kim, no other Negros in attendance.
Well, hey, listen. Shout out.
Multicultural wedding.
Amanda July Ginsburg. Shout out Bad Take Bry Ginsburg July. Shout out to the pure bloodline of trees with dump trucks.
They're beautiful. Beautiful beings. Beautiful beings.
I'm sorry, I apologize. It's all in jest. It's all in jest.
They're beautiful. Yo, them motherfuckers I was dancing with, I was like, oh God. I was like, let me keep up with these tall stallions.
Yeah, Larry thought that he was in the
stallions.
He thought he was in the rainforest. Surrounded by statuesque redwood trees.
They were awesome.
Redwoods.
I want to shout out.
That's what they were, dude. They were tall, and the movements. I was catching on by the end, but they were like cocks. They were like cocks on the floor.
I want to shout out Christina Diamond for not only being the hilarious co-star of the Larry Legend reality show that I want to see.
I love her. That's my secret wife.
But also
that's
for being if you don't want to choose Larry as your secret husband, I will 100% be your secret husband. I would love to take a bite out of your hair cake. Also, got to shout out Angela, who was the greatest wedding date that a man could ask for. I'll also take a bite out of your hair wedding cake. And Brian, I was just happy to be a part of your wedding and to take a bite out of it as well. Thank you for welcoming me into the VIP bridal suite with Coors Light 40s on ice and pasta that I just somehow knew that I would not be eating later in the evening. And Larry, I want to shout out you for being a great friend and a great dancer and a great MC and introducer of the newlywed couple.
Legendary, dude. It's exactly how I envisioned it, and it was one of the best days of my life.
I hate that you're saying
Thank
one
you.
of. Amanda's going to be mad at you. Just say it's the best. Just say it's the best day of your life.
Well, the best day of my life might have been when I met Amanda.
Oh, smart. Very smart.
I want to shout out Rob Black for the pre-roll, which I enjoyed right here on Blvd Bullies
Extreme
versus
Cannabis.
the World.
Oh, Jesus.
Extreme cannabis, extreme weed. What's it say?
The most extreme stuff for the dankest stoners to puff.
I know you know. And I want to shout out Leo Rush's firstborn son, Dakari. He turns 11 tomorrow. I just want to shout him out. And my niece, Akira, who turned 12 on the 6th.
There you
Not
have it.
Not related to the Death Fighter.
Death Fighter Akira. 12
Oh,
years
indeed
old.
she is. Because every time that I announced him, even though I was giving him the old heave-ho, I was really thinking of my niece. I was really thinking of my niece, and I was like, yo,
I love that.
no matter what happens to me, one day she could maybe look back on this and be like, yo, this is my uncle, like
Saying my
announcing
name.
this fucking guy, but actually saying my name and announcing it. So
That's kind of amazing. That's kind of amazing.
Dude, I never got to announce Leo Rush's son, but I got to announce his dad, and I want to shout him out for his birthday tomorrow, and my niece Akira for her birthday on the 6th. She turned 12 on the 6th, which means she was born on 6/6/2012.
The day before I was married. Well, years and years and years ago. Anniversaries.
I don't know why you didn't get married on 6/6. I was like, what's wrong with you?
Because my lucky number is 6/7. Do you understand me?
Yes, I do.
That's why. I have a lucky number. So that's the lucky number is the day that we got married
I'm
on.
so happy that you got a prison tattoo to commemorate.
You're a fucking G.
It's my Auschwitz tattoo.
Oh, come on, Brian. Come
He's a
on.
G.
Come on.
All right, Pat, send us out of here. 'cause I
Anyway,
gotta
so
go.
shout out to all the dump trucks out there. Shout out to all the cabooses. Shout out to all the DeLoreans firing no less than 1.21 gigawatts right into my heart. Shout out to the newlywed couple, Ginsburg July
Ginsburg.
July Ginsburg.
Shout out to
Mr. and Mrs.
all the hearts that have been filled and all the hearts that have been broken. And if you are our enemy, may you never find anyone to love you ever. And if you think you do, guess what? That's a fallacy. You're going to get heartbroken and you're going to die alone. But most importantly, you're going to die slow. So until next time, thanks for watching this wacky and wild wedding review episode of the Blvd Bullies versus the World. Sean, get well soon. We'll see you next week, doggy. Go home show before XPW. Look what you made me do. And until next time, we're out of time. Bye-bye.
Yes. Yes, baby. You have a big cameo at the end. You don't want to be here? He doesn't want to be here. Shut the fuck
What are you talking about? Fucking cat?
Did you not see
Yeah,
the
he's
fucking
still.
kid?
Dude, he loves it. I don't fuck with this other thing that's feeds me. It's like I don't fucking listen to that.